All right, we're here. And by we, I mean him too. Hi, Tracy. Happy Easter to you too. Mike just enjoying his brush over here. Hey, that's my buddy, huh? Good morning, Bob. Happy Easter. Hi, Scott. Happy Easter, everyone. As soon as he stops getting the attention, he goes back to the brush. That's how fickle he is. Hi, Ann. Happy Easter to you. We have an Easter cat here now, not an Easter bunny. What's happening in Waco? I don't know. It's a little cloudy out today. I really haven't been out a whole lot. Still early in the day, but kind of make it up as we go along here. Hello, Janine. Look at this guy. Wow. You like the Comic Con? Yeah, those are always kind of fun. It's a great opportunity to people watch, which is always a lot of fun. I hear Nibble jumping from shelf to shelf, so she might be about to make her appearance here. See if she's gonna pop around the corner here. Usually when she jumps down to the ground, she doesn't go from the top shelf to the ground. She goes from shelf to shelf to shelf until she can get down. I don't know. We'll see if we're gonna see her here. Where's your sister, huh? Now. There she is. I see Nibble peering around the corner there. Little Miss Shy. Yeah, are you mocking your sister for being Little Miss Shy? Huh? You gonna come and visit us, Nibble? You're just gonna hide around the corner there and think that we don't see you. We do. We see you. Meow. She's over there meowing at us. You probably don't hear that. Oh, there she is. There she goes. She's gone again. That's the way that works. She made her appearance. Now she can go hide in her room again. Morning, Eric. Morning, Debbie. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Connie. Daniel. Pug Mom. I haven't decided what's for dinner yet. Yeah, the dresser's really nice. I got to rearrange those posters in there now, so because the dresser's so much higher and half of them are covered, but that's okay. We can do that. That's not going to be that difficult. Chopping off the top of my head here. That's not good. Really poor cinematography. You deserve better. How's the weather? It's a little chilly out right now. It's in the 60s. It's overcast. I was hearing on the weather they were saying that it was going to be a little less humidity today because the wind is coming out of the north instead of out of the south. So we'll take that. Maybe a good day to be outside, huh? I was thinking I might do put some stuff into the garden to this weekend. Well, it depends though. I don't know if the nursery will be closed today. Who knows? Didn't catch the pink moon. No. The cake thing, yeah, that thing was awesome. Really, really good. You know what really surprised me? How successful the pot pie recipe was. I just figured that was just another cooking recipe, but that's got like three times the views of my normal videos. So you never know what's going to click. I guess people just really like chicken pot pies. Happy Easter, Daniel. And just like that, we don't have bite anymore. So we're going to return to the Brooks show. How's my mom doing? Mom's doing good. She was very happy they got some rain last week, and they really need that. She was hoping that they got some snow in kind of the lower mountains too, so it'll help them for a while. I gotta admit, I don't know why they call it a pink moon. Let me see if we can figure this out here. See if we can figure out what it is. Let's see. What is a pink moon? Okay, here's the definition here. April's full moon is known as the pink moon. It's named for the pink wildflowers that bloom in the spring in eastern North America, according to the Farmer's Almanac. So there you go. It's a moon. It's a moon where the flowers bloom. Yeah, yeah. Beth sent us that video recently, and that was a lot of fun. It's always good to see her and Flash and Moxie get along really well. I've said that when I finally get out there to pick her up, I'm gonna have to fight with both Beth and Moxie to get her back. But no, and so the moon isn't actually pink, just like a blue moon isn't blue. Tracy's cooking and meal prepping for the week. That's a good thing to do. Fortunately, half of my week is at work, and I just get something at the cafeteria. Makes things easy. I don't know if my mom's ever going to be able to come here. Being in a wheelchair the way she is, it wouldn't work really well. Additionally, this house isn't really set up for somebody in a wheelchair. For some strange reason, the bathroom doors are all really narrow. They're like, maybe 30 inches wide rather than a typical door, which would like be this wide. So I don't expect that at any point in the near future, at least, that she's going to come visit. So yeah, it's gonna have to be one way, I think. Yeah, you're right. That wasn't Moxie, was it? That was another dog. I think I named the named who the dog was in the Facebook page. Yeah, that was like a friend's dog. You're right. I was wrong. That isn't Moxie. Let's see if we can figure out what the. She sent me the original thing on an email, so let's start there. Let's see here. That one, I think. Yeah, the dog's name is Snowy. I don't know who Snowy is. Oh, there's Rhonda. What are my plans for Easter? I think I might do some stuff in the yard today. Yeah, I'm very happy with the dresser. Turned out real nice. Like I said, I knew it looked nice in the store, and I like how it looks like it's distressed and old stuff. But you're gonna be on this side today, huh? Is that how that's gonna work? Happy Easter to you too, Rhonda, Charlotte, Logan, and Jessica. Good to have you here. We were beginning to wonder if you weren't going to be here today or something. And now you're going to go on this side. You're just going to make me tip the camera back and forth all day, aren't you? That's how this live stream is going to be, isn't it? Yeah, Bite's definitely in control of things here. Oh man, I really appreciate it when people come in here at 2 in the morning. Thank you very much, Sammy. It's good talking to you, even for just a minute. You girls are going crazy over all the stuff they got for Easter. All right, Easter Bunny was good this year, huh? Yeah, well. I'm gonna see what the nursery has. They basically it's got to be something that's going to do well in the particular area where I'm going to put it. And most of this yard is part sun at best because of the trees and all that. So that was one of the problems in that back corner there with by the bird bath. I put those blue bonnets last year, and they didn't make it because blue bonnets are sun lovers, and there just wasn't enough sun. They did all right last year, but they didn't come back this year. So, am I still having issues with locating a vet? No, as a matter of fact, last video I kind of explained that uh, the dresser and the vet thing were supposed to happen at the same time. And so I thought that was why I picked up the dresser with the trailer. But the next video will show the vet visit. Oh, I see that why that one got blocked by interesting interesting typo there. I see why that one got blocked by YouTube. Eric got free cable for a year from T-Mobile. That's interesting. Well, if you like seeing Nibbles up close, and it's Nibble actually, it's singular, but that's okay. She's not offended. But yeah, I actually got to hold her at the vet the other day when we finally got there, and there's footage of that. So yeah, I know, I knew what you meant too, but I understand why YouTube blocked that one too. Oh, there's Nibble. She came out, and now she turned, going back again. You get to see Bite's butt all the time, and now you get to see Nibble's butt too. Is that it? You leaving already? You're just gonna sit there and watch us now. Watch from a safe distance. Come on, Norton, get out of my way. I tell Norton to shut down, then 5 seconds later it pops up again. You think Jessica go back home tonight? The place has kittens, so you're looking at one. Oh man, gonna add to the menagerie, huh? You've been making a lot of chicken barbecue in the Instant Pot, huh? Great. That's awesome. Well, the problem with Norton is if it doesn't see me typing something or moving the mouse around, it seems to think that nothing's happening. And so it interprets that lull as an opportunity to go and do a background check, kind of keep the machine safe. But I don't want the virus software out there, chewing up clock cycles when I'm trying to live stream. And unfortunately, it doesn't understand that, hey, I'm live streaming right now, and that should count as activity, but whatever. Oh, nothing about the vet. It's just the kitties needed their shots. Got to do that every once in a while, right? You don't like getting shots, do you? Newell especially doesn't like getting shots. She chewed up my hand in the process. Yeah, Norton gets on my nerve. Norton has this irritating habit of throwing pop-ups at you every day or two. And it's crazy because I got Norton on multiple devices, so I have to look at the ad on this, and then I have to look at the ad on that, and it's like, come on, Norton, I bought you in part to stop the pop-ups, not to give you a portal to get in and send me more pop-ups. I'm not looking for somebody to send me ads. I don't like ads. Even though that's my revenue on the channel, I'm still not a fan of them. One of these days, I'm going to call Norton and say, how do I make that stop? Yeah, I mean, let's say you protect every one of your machines, and suddenly that's a portal for Norton to try and sell you stuff. Yeah, well, what I was thinking in terms of the dresser and the vet is, the vet appointment, I knew that was, on that day, and I knew exactly when it was going to be. And I figured, okay, well, the dresser company said that they'd send me a text message the day before, giving me a 2 hour window when they were going to be there. So I figured, okay, well, typically a 2 hour window, there'd be 4 2 hour windows in an 8 hour day. It'd be 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 1 to 3, 3 to 5. So that means there could be one chance in four that they actually end up in the same time. Well, that's what happened. That's the only way it could happen. Hello, Jessica. I'm glad you're here. Fun to see the whole family, although I can't actually see you. Happy Easter, Lorley. Everyone got quiet right now. Yeah, sorry I put that word into your kid's mouth, Rhonda. That's probably just that's oh, okay, I read that wrong. I thought silly water. That'd be a good name for it too, silly water. I thought about what I'll do with my childhood dresser. No, I haven't really. It's in pretty bad shape, so I'll probably just give it to Goodwill. No, I'm not really active in a church. Jessica has a shirt says that's like mine. That's cool. I'm always concerned about wearing the tie-dyed shirts during the live streams though, because I'm concerned that I'm going to blend into the couch and there's just going to be some head floating around on the screen. Oh, Rhonda and everyone else went to church on last night. That's good. Peg's back. Hi, Peg. Come on up. Come on up. There he is. That's the buddy. And there he goes. Oh, Jessica was baptized in a special night before Easter morning years ago, so it's a special service. That's a good thing to do. Good way to commemorate that. Yeah, house is coming together. I meant to figure out other things to do for the vlog once they get it all finished. Yeah, maybe it'll be like the Golden Gate Bridge. I get it finished and then we just start over again. Hello, Mark. Glad you just decided to drop by. Yeah, you're right. Some houses don't have fences between the property. I like it. It provides a little privacy, and it's also a good thing for keeping pets in. And that'll be vitally important when Flash gets here. I'm already still a little concerned that Flash might tumble under the fence. You remember the about a year ago, I put up concrete basically all around the fence to hopefully prevent that. So I don't know. We'll have to keep a real close eye on her right at the beginning. No, no, Bite definitely doesn't like to get far from the treat jar. Well, then sounds like it'd be a good opportunity to do some yard work today, Peg. Yeah, yeah. I kind of went back and forth. Everything is really starting to bloom right now, and so you've been noticing, like for the last couple of weeks on the live streams, the thumbnail picture was something blooming in the yard, and I kind of have figured that today would either be the rose bushes, which are blooming a little bit, or I thought, you know what? No, we're going to use Charlotte and Logan's picture. So that's how it happened. I had to squeeze it a little bit, so it's a little shorter than the original, but that's okay. You can still read it. You can still tell what it says. Yeah, I don't think that Flash getting under the fence is going to be much of a problem in most of the areas. There are a couple places I'm a little concerned about, though. Specifically, there's a gate on this side of the house that I'm concerned that she might try and tunnel under, or at least obsess with enough, because there's a little piece of wood that got broken out when I drove a lawnmower through there once. I don't go through that fence with a lawnmower anymore. It's a little too tight. Do I have any new cooking ideas for bite and nibble episodes? Honestly, and I'll admit to you, the cooking episodes are usually something that just happens day of. I don't say, okay, like 3 weeks from now, I'm going to cook this, for the vlog. So no, not at the moment. But you know what? I've got three instant pot cookbooks, several other just traditional cookbooks, and the internet. So we'll find something. And I'm also still looking for recipes that my viewers send me. The uh, the last two that I did, the chicken pot pie and the fudge cake, were both sent by viewers. So there's ultimately a large number of potential recipes. I think what she'll do, I don't think she'll try and like unearth any of the plants. She never seemed to do that any place I had. But I'm just concerned. She does dig, and I'm concerned that she'll try and dig under the fence. That was never an option in California because I had a cinder block fence, and the cinder block fence went 15, 20 inches into the ground. So there's no way she was going to ever dig under there. But in this case, most of the fence is just that wood, and the wood goes down to ground level. Now, it generally isn't a problem with her if she can't see light under it. And that's part of the reason why I put those blocks along the fence all the way around, so she can't see light. Because that's what obsesses her. She doesn't understand, I think, that there's a shell on her back, and so she sees her head, which is maybe about that tall, and sees a gap like that under the fence, and she tries sticking her head under there, but the shell won't let her go down there, and she ends up digging as it goes, and that's how she potentially digs under the fence. Now, like I said, I think most of the yard barricaded off where she won't be able to do that, but it's still a concern. But she likes to dig to bury her eggs too. Turtles lay eggs and they get buried. So there's gonna be a lot of places for her to do that here. There weren't a whole lot of places. In fact, she had a tendency. The only places she could find where she could lay her eggs was right next to the sprinkler head. So what she'd end up doing is she'd end up, digging out and destroying the sprinkler heads because she's trying to dig around them and lay her eggs. And then of course it's a big mess when you have to fix it because then you got to get there and you got to break all the eggs and get all the egg gunk out of there. And it's like, oh man. What happened with the bike camera? Well, I didn't really get good results on any of the videos, not anything that I would consider worthwhile. Now, I have a bike helmet, and I've been known to put the GoPro on the bike helmet, and I've gotten decent results with that. So at some point, we may do some biking videos, but that was that video just didn't come out the way I wanted it. It didn't really give me the results I wanted. The GoPro did the best, which was kind of surprising to me, and the main camera, really didn't do that terrific. How old is Flash? I think Flash is 70 or 80 years old, and I've had her for 30, 35 years, and she was a stray of all things. I was when I was still living at home with my parents, and one day my mom was on her way out to work, and she came back in the house and said, "There's a tortoise out here," and we took her in, and we looked around for people who were missing a tortoise, but there were never any signs, and so I've just had her ever since. Exercise gives you a rash. That's no good. That sounds like a good reason not to exercise. Yeah, Flash will lay eggs every year, but they're like chicken eggs. They're not fertile. Takes two to do that. Well, I thought about making a little sandbox for her, but she never really took to it. I think because there's a lot of areas in this yard now, they're going to have like loose dirt. I think we'll probably end up with them in the garden somewhere, and that's fine. I really think Flash is going to love this place. Yeah, we were talking to Susan about Flash laying eggs, and I was mentioning that they're unfertile eggs because well, it takes two to make the other kind. I'll leave the rest of that to the imagination because this is a family channel after all. Hey, you sit and walk around and go meow at me all the time? Is that what you're going to do today? No more kitty treats until you come up here. We're trying to even keep it below PG. Yeah, I'm very excited about getting that bridge back into operation again too. So it's been a long time since I've been on it. It's probably been 2 years since I've been on the bridge. I think the first time I realized that it was out of operation was that time that I visited the Doris Miller Memorial down on the river. I figured, okay, well, we'll walk across the Washington Street Bridge over to the memorial, and then we'll walk back on the suspension bridge. but couldn't do that. Yeah, Flash could be a mom. I don't know. I have a friend who's a biology teacher, and he has a couple of turtles, including, I think, a gopher tortoise, which is what Flash is. And we tried to breed her once, but didn't really get any results out of that. Charlotte says, "Slow down, Uncle Breck, you'll fall over." Yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen. That would be no good. Love takes time. That's probably true. Although I don't know if it's actually love when you get the tortoises. Might just be instinct, right? Meow. That's your answer to everything. How you doing? Meow. What time is it? Meow. That's the pet equivalent of not tonight, I have a headache, huh? Flash needs dinner, a movie, and a glass of wine. Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe she's just not that kind of a tortoise. Bites back. Watch that fur fly. It's shedding season right now, so that means it's also hairball season. Yep, your cat, Logan. Yeah, I've really kind of gotten interested in kind of learning some of the local history. I mentioned that before that I know more about Waco now just in the couple of years I've been here than I did about the area around where I lived in California. So who knows? I guess if I spent more time vlogging in California, I might have done some of that there too. But Norton, go away. Rhonda's been shedding worse than the cats. Ugh, sorry to hear that. Having a hairball problem too? Yeah, I think that's the one thing that nobody has ever called bite. Slim? Nah. You gotta call him thick. He's a thick cat. Yes, he is. With a big fat belly. Have you finished decorating the carrot cake you baked, huh? Is the carrot cake for the Easter bunny? Yeah, it was fun to visit Jaw again. I've it's been almost 2 years now. Actually, it's been more than 2 years since I saw Jaw. Because Jordan was here right after Christmas 2 years ago, and that was the last time I'd seen either of them. Bite is small compared to Bob Buttons, huh? Well, there you go, there you go, Bite. You got competition here. I love carrot cake too. Made it for the niece's family, but the Easter Bunny wants some too. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Carrot cake is good. 31 pounds. Wow. Yeah, you're right. That's a big cat. I mean, Bite was just 18, I think, when he was at the vet. Oh yeah, cats have hairballs every year. Yeah, yeah. Canada and the U.S. is quite a swim from Australia. Probably be easier to fly. I don't know. It's up to you. I'm not gonna get in the way and tell you what you can or can't do. If you want to take that swim. Rhonda has an amazing carrot cake recipe. There we go. Now we're cooking. Just a small swim. Yes, it is. If you want to head out off the west end of the continent, go around Africa. You come up or right up into the Gulf of Mexico, and then you can come right to Texas. No, I didn't see Jordan's interview. Super old recipe from a friend's mom. That's okay. We'll use fresh ingredients and it'll be just like new again. Yeah, carrot cakes are good. Yeah, I agree with you, Debbie. Old recipes are great. It's before everything became when everything tasted good. It was made to taste good, not to necessarily be healthy. Some more silly water. And we lost Bite again here, so back to just me. Oh, you heard his name. Now he's coming back down the hall again. I didn't know you could even still get lard. I don't think I've ever seen lard in the grocery store. Used to be the way you did things, so there goes your diabetes with old school recipes. Yep. Huh, yeah. Like I said, I have not seen lard in the grocery store. I don't think in a long, long time. I got to admit, I haven't looked for it, but you'd think it'd be like in the oil row in the grocery store or something like that. But you don't use sugar. Okay. What are Waco residents called? We're called Wacoans. Art is the secret to making good tamales. I can't argue with that. Idiots, that's awesome. City oips, huh? Huh, okay. Oh, the hubby liked the thumbnail too. Yeah, that was a cool picture from the girls. So the whole group's there now. Got the whole family. We got all the pets there too. If not, I know a way to call them. Yep, you know I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it. Yeah, so even Bite came for that. Wow, so three of the viewers are all the seers, huh? Okay, I said it right the first time, huh? Because I was looking at it and I thought that's what it said first, and I said no, there's an O in there, but it's idiots, huh? Yeah, that I mean that makes sense, and it's actually funny, so that would make sense. That's what it is, but you're all here, including the skinny pigs. Yeah, I gotta start doing programming for pets. Get them to subscribe and all that. Build up their ad revenue. That's what this is all about, right? See, that's the ongoing joke here. See, even Nibble's out here again. She heard the thing too, and now she's out wandering around too. Here, carpet slipping a little bit here. So we got the whole group here. Here, there's one for you, Bite. There's one for you, Nibble. Come on, Bite. You have to come and get yours, Bite. Remember, you're the not shy one. You're also the gullible one. I think Nibble got that one, although it looked like Bite tried to. Yeah, you got that one. You're just too slow, Nibble. Oh, Always the gentleman. Oh, they don't even have the camera framed up right. What kind of a vlogger am I? I can't even frame up the camera right. All right, Nibble got one. Gonna sit there at the end of the hall waiting for more. I don't know who got that one. That one went around the corner, and they both went around the corner. So, all right, back to this. Happy Easter to you too, Spike. Good to see you again. Should do a bite and nibble channel. All it would be though is just them sleeping all the time. I mean, this isn't a Warhol channel here. Girls want to know if Nana is with the sister today. Let's see, what did she say in her weekly text message blast here? Happy Easter, everyone. We had a lot of rain the past week and it was awesome. Pretty cold, so we hope there's decent snow further up. She's doing well at the moment. We'll be waiting for the spring. 90s last week and 40s and 50s this week. Lots of allergies, colds. Yeah, she's going to my sister's today. Hope the Easter Bunny bought you lots of treats, Charlotte and Logan. Sounds like it did. Have a good week. So, yeah, there you go. That's the latest. So, yeah, she's spending the day with my sister, so that's good. I don't remember a TV cook named James Barber, but then again, I was never one for watching cooking shows. So, it could have been the biggest cook in the world, and I wouldn't have known who it was. Funny, I go from never watching them to making my own cooking videos. How strange is that? One of the games you're good at is hide and seek. All right, awesome. It's funny, all three computers are in different lag. It's weird how that works. Yeah, I mean, some of you, you might be, a minute or so behind. You know, people have told me that sometimes they're watching a live stream and that live stream cuts out early, cuts out in the middle for them, and it isn't because it cut out, but it's just because they were, far behind, a minute or two behind the live. And when I'm done with the live stream, I usually push them to private right afterwards until I get a chance to go in there and put the ads in. I got to do that because if YouTube does it, they'll put an ad every 2 minutes. And, for a 2 hour video, having to shut down an ad every 2 minutes, that's just too much. I want you guys to watch these things here. If I'm irritating you with so many ads, nobody's going to want to do that. Yeah, yeah. I saw Jeff was doing his service on Facebook a few minutes ago. So, well, before we started, I guess it's almost been an hour now. This live stream is going fast. Wow, the Easter Bunny brought Kathy a new great grandniece, born at 3:36 this morning. Congratulations, Kathy. That's great news. Homemade applesauce. That sounds good. You ought to send me that recipe if you're willing. I'd try that. Yeah, I'm with you, Laura Lee. I don't like ads either. I mean, it's a part of the revenue, and so I do it, and I do put them in, but, I don't want them every 2 minutes. I don't want there to be 40, 50, 60 ads in a 2 hour video. That's too much. TV used to do them one every 15 minutes, so I do them about every 15 minutes. I want you to watch these things, not be so frustrated with pop-ups coming up all the time that you say, I don't want to watch that anymore. It's too annoying. I think that's part of the reason I dumped TV too, because it's just all ads. I had a DVR. I used that for a while, primarily to get past the ads. I didn't watch anything live. I'd DVR it and then go watch it later. James Barber specialized in easy but fast cooking, huh? Huh, interesting. You don't get ads because you have YouTube Premium. Well, that's cool because I get revenue from that too. So, however you decide to watch YouTube, I appreciate it. Yeah, I agree with you, Laura Lee. Especially when they cut right in the middle of an important part. At least when you're doing ads on TV, there was a natural break in the program, usually some cliffhanger designed to keep you tied in through the ad break. But with YouTube, they haven't really figured that out. What they end up doing is they'll drop an ad right in the middle of a sentence. You think it'd be really easy to create an algorithm that would wait until a scene changes and then put the ad right there. But they haven't done that. Tracy loves my videos. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Hubby loves it for his music. Yeah, yeah. If you're a musician, then that's a good way to do that. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. But yeah, that is what I try and do is make it a learning experience. I guess I'm just kind of a natural teacher. Every job I've ever had that I stayed with long enough to actually become good at it, I became the person that trained other people. So anyone seen Parkland on Netflix? No, no, I don't. I don't. I watch a little bit of Netflix right now because I've been kind of watching this Cobra Kai thing. I don't know how many people watch that. When Jordan was here a month ago, he asked me if I'd watch that, and he kind of got me watching it. And I'm actually going through it a second time right now because I watched the whole thing once and kind of going back now because now that I know the characters, it's kind of interesting to see how it all kind of builds up from where it was. Yeah, my mom was a teacher. There's all sorts of teacher in the family. You tried to get into it, didn't like Cobra Kai. It was one of those if you were a fan of the original Karate Kid, it's an extension of that with all the original characters coming back. It's really cool. all the old rivalries, just kind of building on what where it left with the TV or with the movies. No, the coverage got put on hold. I canceled the order with Lowe's because they were 2.5 months late and they still couldn't tell me when it was going to get here. So I said, nuts to that, and I'm just taking a break for it now. Wax on, yeah, right. Paint the fence, paint the fence. Happy Easter, Brad. Yeah, see, and that would be kind of an important thing. If you're going to get into Cobra Kai, it's actually a good movie. I saw the second one. I only saw it once, but apparently it's become a very popular series. Like the videos where I fix things. Awesome, yeah. Owning a house, there's always something to fix. Even if you're digging in the backyard and making the problems you have to fix yourself. Excuse me. Hmm. Felt that coming on for about a minute. How are the cats? The cats are good. One of them sitting right there right now. He was up here a little earlier. Nibble was out here too, but she's gone back to her room. She's probably taking a nap. Thank you, Laura Lee. Like I said, I saw both one and two. I only saw number two once, but the first one is good. I've got that on Blu-ray here. It's probably in the stack over there, so I'm not going to walk away from the screen. But basically, the movie is about two kids, one named Johnny Lawrence and the other called uh, Daniel. What was Daniel Larusso? And Daniel just moved to California with his mom and ran into Johnny Lawrence, who's in a karate dojo called Cobra Kai, and he's kind of a bully and bullying Daniel. And eventually, Daniel finds out that the guy who's a repair guy in the apartment complex he lives in, is a karate master, and the guy agrees to teach Daniel how to fight karate. And then there's a big battle at the end, and Daniel wins, and that's how the movie ends. And then, of course, the TV series picks it up when they're both adults, and there's still this rivalry going on. Um, and Johnny decides to reopen Cobra Kai, and of course Pat Morito's dead, so Daniel starts teaching some students and how to do karate, and I don't know, it's a lot of great writing and a lot of great fighting and all that. Your reality show junkie? I like certain reality shows. Mostly, shows about building things. I used to be big, home improvement type shows, watching those. Um, I was a huge fan of American Chopper, which is, those guys in New York were building custom choppers. I watched that all the time. I like watching uh, Pawn Stars. That's a good show. Chip and Joanna. You like the old Chuck Norris movies. Chuck Norris is great. Oh, you like the trashy ones like Jersey Shore. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I've never been into any of that. Not for me. They come out better in taxes? Oh, definitely. I mean, there's no state income tax here in Texas, so no competition. Yeah, I was a huge Homes on Homes fan too, Laura Lee. That was one of my favorites. I still owed a little bit in taxes this year. I think I'm paying it 200 this year, and I think probably I just got a little try and get a little bit smarter in terms of deducting things. This vlog is technically considered a business, and I can write off a whole bunch of things. When I was doing restaurant vlogs a lot in the first year, I was keeping the receipts on all those, and I got to write every one of those off. I get to write off my cable expenses. So, I keep my bill and give it to the tax guy, and he deducts all that and takes care of that. But I think there's probably more things I could deduct, and I think I'm going to talk to my tax guy this year and see, what I can deduct and what I can't. Because, who knows, when I do a cooking vlog, I might be able to deduct all the food that I buy. It'll be really cool. Since I bought that trailer on a vlog, I wonder if I could deduct the trailer. There's got to be limits to it, I'm sure. Couldn't be that easy. Your neighbors find you weird because you still do Tai Chi in your backyard. The fact that they know is vaguely disturbing. Yeah, like I said, I want to talk to the tax guy and figure out what I can do. I know the first year I came to Texas, I had to replace that computer monitor right there, that one right there, because the one I had in California, it was starting to go bad at the time I moved, and when I got here, finally, it wouldn't even come on. So I ended up replacing that, and since that was a something used for the vlog. I do all my editing on that computer. That was a legitimate expense, and I deducted the full cost of that monitor. Yeah, you're right, John. Travel expenses too. Like I said, I just want to talk. I want to talk to him. Who knows? Maybe the plants I buy for the backyard. And I want to talk to him and just figure out what I can and because I mean, there's also probably limits to how much I can deduct. I'm sure they wouldn't allow me to just deduct my entire tax bill. It's like, okay, yeah, I spent all this money on my vlog, so Yeah, sorry, Uncle Sam, you're out of luck. Better luck next year. I would definitely like it if I could, not have to pay any taxes at the end of the year or even get money back. Now, in terms of getting money back, if it's just that they're deducting too much out of my income each week, then that's one thing. But if it's, me deducting things like, expenses for the vlog, that's an entirely different thing. If I'm just having too much money deducted from my paycheck each week, that just means I'm giving the government an interest-free loan. I don't want to do that. But, anything that I can legally deduct and get back, I'm all about that. Yeah, well, and that was what I did, Rhonda, is when I did a vlog with a restaurant vlog or something, I'd keep the receipt and I'd write on it exactly which vlog number it was. So if anybody wanted to see, they could go back and watch that vlog and say, "Yep, he was there on that day and had what's on this receipt." You can't deduct anything because you find and recycle everything you have, even the CPU you're using is a salvaged Franken chip, huh? Franken. Do delivery work and deduct 56 cents a mile? I mean, I guess with gas prices today, that's probably pretty close, isn't it? You reuse everything you can. That's a good thing. That's a good policy. We don't need to be filling up our landfills. There's Bite just chilling. Just gonna sit there and not do anything. All right. You're using Windows 10 because you have tech friends in low places. Whatever works. Windows 10 is a good operating system. This machine that I'm on now is running 10. I think that one is too. Debbie's got to go to work. Yeah, I hear you. That's a drag. Happy Easter, Debbie. Come on, Bite. Just for all your pets have started to relax and stand down. Now we're back again, right? See, even Bite's on his feet now. I think I hear even Nibble coming. We'll see in a minute. I know a certain company that claims to be green but isn't too. It's called Disneyland. Yes, they have recycling bins all over the place. Yes, they do that kind of stuff. But yes, they pressure wash the streets every night with a garden hose. And it isn't even a garden hose, it's like a fire hose. So, yeah, they use a disgusting amount of water. Semi chicken's checking out here. Yeah, I got to go to work, so I hear you. Oh, there's Nibble. I see Nibble again, peeking her head around the corner. Right there. They dump all the garbage bins in together and compact it all. Yeah, that's Barbie townhouse. My sister had a Barbie townhouse. That was her favorite thing there for a while. Amazon delivery on Easter. Yeah, I know there's something wrong with that. Rhonda and her Barbies. And I bet you don't let the girls play with them either, do you? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's, I think, about the time my sister was really into the Barbies. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Not gonna let the kids play with your toys. I hear you. I wouldn't let the kids play with my toys either. Fortunately, it isn't a problem right now. Still have your Barbie dream house. You got to sell it to Rhonda. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I remember that. No, they don't like them anyway. All right. Well, maybe they're just not old enough yet to appreciate them. That's mommy's toys. Mommies and daddies are allowed to have toys too. Our toys just tend to be a little bit more expensive. My Michael says living room looks like a museum. I've seen actually pictures of you in your house, and there are Barbies all over the place. I've seen that. You used to cut your Barbie's hair short. Yeah, I think my sister did that a few times. She had like a doll, a baby doll that she cut her hair. So the doll looked like Sinead O'Connor or Jada Pinkett Smith. What, too soon? So post some pictures of Barbies on Facebook. Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll get a good laugh at that. But you know what? People have collections. You've seen my Guided by Voices collection. You find something that makes you happy and do it. Right, Bite? What makes you happy? Sleeping and eating, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Dolls by Kojak. Yeah, right. Yeah, one Barbie worth $5,000. That's incredible. Of course, I have 8 copies of the same album by a band, and the album's probably worth a couple $1,000s each. I got 8 of them. I've shown those on past vlogs. As you grew up, your taste changed. You used to have all the Care Bear dolls, huh? Yeah, well, it is big news that because we just passed 2 years now until that eclipse comes through Waco, and they're already starting to talk about it. So very excited about that. And yeah, I bought that telescope that I showed you in a video a couple years ago, and I honestly haven't had it out much, but I would think in the last few weeks or so I might pull it out again and see how see what's going on up there. Last time I remember looking, there weren't a lot of solar, sunspots, but that kind of goes on this weird 11-year cycle, and so it's been a couple of years now. Maybe it's starting to trend the other way. When did it pass 4,000 subscribers? About a week ago. In fact, it went above 4,000, then it dipped back down again, then it's back up above again. I think it's actually 4,004 right now, but that was kind of a fun milestone. There's been good steady growth for the last year. It isn't really fast, but I'm growing, 5 or 10 subscribers a week. That's a good move. I can live with that. Like I said, this isn't about, becoming a huge vlogger. I'm never going to be at Jordan's level, but that's fine. I'm happy where I am. So have I seen No Time to Kill? No, I honestly haven't. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm losing a little interest in the Bond franchise. It was something that I had, with my dad. It was something we both liked, and I don't know. Haven't really seen any recently. And honestly, Bond seems to be going all woke now too. So I don't know. Depends on the recipe. You know, some of them do really well, some of them don't. I mean, honestly, if I figured out what the secret is to making videos that get a lot of views, they'd all be that way. So that's why this channel is just kind of a hodgepodge of things. I've always looked at it as it's actually kind of a traditional um, version, a definition of what a vlog is, because a vlog is a video log. It's mashing a video and log, and so it's like a journal, and that's really what this is. It's a story of what's going on in my life, and what's happened over the last 3 years. It'll be fun at some point to go back and watch this. And back when I wasn't quite so old, yeah, my mom was into the what was it, the American Girl dolls or whatever. She had a bunch of those, or Lee's favorite actor is John Wayne. I've been to John Wayne's grave. It was one of the adventures that I went on with Jordan. Yeah, it's hard to tell which ones are gonna be popular. Sometimes I go back and look at the videos. It's like, whoa, that one's got 3,000 views. That's insane. Because you think about it, go back and think about it. It's like, okay, what was really different about that video? It's just certain things I think click, and I have yet to figure out what that thing is. Yeah, you and your dad bonded with Bond films and boxing, huh? All right. Yeah, I was 6 feet away from the Duke. Yeah, go back and watch that video because I'm in that. That's kind of fun. I think I might even have a picture of me at the grave. At one point, I was like collecting photos of myself at different graves. Kind of morbid, right? Let's see if I can find it quickly here. I know I created a folder in my Facebook page called Graves. There it is. Now let's see if I can find Jane Mansfield, Don Adams, Hattie McDaniel, Johnny Ramone, Fay Ray, Dee Dee Ramone, Cecil B. DeMille, Mel Blanc, Estelle Getty, William Frawley, Richie Valens, Groucho Marx. Here's me at the grave of Bela Lugosi. You see the grave right there. So I got pictures like that. Wait, which one is that? Jackie Coogan or Jackie Coogan, Uncle Fester. Oh, I've been watching. I watched half of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but there's Sharon Tate's grave and Curly's grave says yep yep yep. There's John Wayne. Flip it here so we can maybe get a slightly bigger version of it here. Yeah, there's John Wayne's grave right there. Apparently, I don't have a picture of myself sitting at it, but oh yeah, I do. There's a picture of me sitting at John Wayne's grave. Hard to tell, but that is me at John Wayne's grave. Red Fox. So yeah, I got a bunch of them. Yeah, the JFK one was definitely the most popular. The one where I retraced Oswald's steps from the Texas Book Depository to the movie theater. That's far and away my most popular video. I think that one's pushing 40,000 views, pretty close here. Moonraker, I think, was one of my favorite Bond films too. It had the coolest Bond villain of all of them, which was Jaws. I got most of them on just most of the Bond films on DVD. James Bond Barbies are ones you don't have, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Are there James Bond Barbies? Seems like James Bond would be more of a toy for boys. I guess we're not allowed to say that anymore, huh? Yeah, I made a beef stew a while ago. I think I did it in the Instant Pot. It turned out pretty good. Your brother is buried very near John Wayne's grave. Huh, interesting. I need a ninja foodie, then I can make decent cornbread. You have a Star Trek Barbie? That's awesome. Oh, Jordan's here. Hey, Jordan. Thanks. Yeah, 4,000. That was a big one. I sent Jordan a text on that the other day here. Let's see here. Yeah, sent him that picture right there. That was when it was at 4,000. That was actually 4,000 the second time. It hit 4,000, then it dropped to 39.95 or something, then went back up again. Yeah, yeah. Jaws was definitely the coolest Bond villain. And I'm just saying there are James Bond Barbies, huh? Interesting. We were just talking about one of your vlogs where we went and visited the grave of John Wayne, Jordan. Showing the picture I have of me sitting at his grave. Who is the new Bond? I don't know if they've decided, but I've heard rumors that they're going to make it a black woman. And I mean, if they do that, that kills the franchise. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of taking successful movies and recasting them with women. That just makes it look like you've run out of ideas. That's just me. Some may not agree, but it would seem that a lot of us do because movies like that just don't do very well. Yeah, I know, right? Transgender James Bond. Don't give him any ideas, really. Yeah, that is a very lovely park. It's right there on the ocean, if I remember. Yeah, no, Breakfast Club is another one of those movies that needs to be left alone. I can't see remaking that. How it would ever be good? I don't know how movie studios don't figure this out on their own. That remakes just don't do very well. They put a whole bunch of money into remaking something, and it never works. So I don't know. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Happy Easter to you too. Yeah, I agree with John. I don't see how the money people don't say, "Hey, stop doing this. This never works." I mean, I can't think of very many movies that they've remade where it was good, where it was a successful movie. So you'd think at some point the people with the money would say, "Stop! Don't do that." But I don't know. You'd think that something like that'd be going on at Disney too, but nope. Once more into the breach. Yeah, I'm with you. Leave the originals alone. Yeah, but the difference between adapting a foreign language film like that, and remaking it again for is that probably most people never saw the French film, and so it brought it to a new audience, and it was a new thing. And it wasn't them taking something that everybody's seen and recasting it and doing it again with new people. That's my mom on the phone here. Hey, we're doing the live stream. You're on the air.
I know I am. In fact, I did that purposely. I thought I'm not over at Brenda's yet, and I'm not going down to brunch, and so here I am. I thought,
All right. Well, happy Easter.
I bet, and happy Easter to you and your viewers. How's everybody doing today?
We're doing good. Glad you called.
Huh?
I'm glad you called.
Oh, thank you. Well, I looked at it and I thought, he's still online, I betcha.
Yeah. It's usually 11 to 1, so we're in about the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that's what I thought.
So that's like perfect. If you want to just come on and be on for a few minutes, it's perfect.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I enjoy. I think about you and your viewers a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is good. I'm just having my breakfast, and I might chew a little bit. But
okay. Well, Rhonda says Happy Easter, Nana, and the whole group is there. All of them. Rhonda and Jessica and Charlotte and Logan and Daddy. Everyone's there. Apparently, they're saying they're all on different devices watching. They're watching three different devices. So
well, I'm on my phone. I'm not on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's different. So happy Easter, Rhonda, and the girls and husband and everybody. Have a wonderful
Yeah.
day.
And Kathy and Bob both say Happy Easter. So
Happy Easter, Kathy and Bob. I guess I got in at a good time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, good.
So John's asking if you have a special Easter dinner planned. You're going to Brenda's, right?
I'm going to Brenda's.
Right. Okay. So
we're going to do. The weather is, it's sunny, but it's not. It's it's not going to be a heat wave. That's for sure. In the upper 60s, probably.
Yeah, that's a nice day.
Yeah, that is a bad. So I think Tom's gonna. We're not going to have ham and all that stuff. I think he's going to do tri-tip.
Oh well, he seems to do a lot of those.
He does, and we all like him, so that's good. We're not sure if Sean is going to be there because he's still, he may be working.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it'll be Brenda and I and Tom, and that's fine.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of kicking back this morning, and there wasn't brunch in the dining room because they have just continental breakfast down there because they start serving Easter dinner at 11 or 11:30 or something.
Oh, okay.
So that's just kind of a different schedule, but that's okay. So I just stayed up here, and I thought I'll just have my peanut butter toast up here.
There you go. Hey, whatever works.
That's it.
Rhonda says that the girls are jumping up and down and waving. Hi, Nana.
Oh, hi, Charlotte and Logan. How's everybody doing over there? Did you get your Easter baskets yet?
Oh yeah, apparently the Easter Bunny was very good at the Steer House.
I'm glad to hear that. It's like I think I put it on your text last night. I thought I hope they got.
Yeah.
I hope the Easter Bunny came to their house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently the Easter Bunny did well this year.
That is good, and the girls did well too.
Yeah.
So did you make treats up for the Easter Bunny?
We've had some people talking about making carrot cake.
Oh,
I don't know if that's for the Easter Bunny or just whoever wants it. But carrot cake is good. Carrot
cake is very good. So yeah, well that's good. Well, I was watching basketball all day yesterday because the NBA finals had started. So
they were asking a couple weeks ago. We were talking about your basketball fascination, and somebody asked who your team was, and I couldn't remember. What's your team?
Golden State Warriors,
okay.
Which is
the local team.
Yeah, and that's over in the Bay Area, and then Phoenix Suns in Arizona.
There you go. So that question got asked a couple weeks, and there's the answer 2 weeks later.
There's the answer. Yeah. No, I've liked them. I've liked them a lot. I watch the Spurs when I can get them. I can't always get them up here.
Don't you have like that NBA package or something like that? You can't get every game.
You know what? We tried to do that. That was a lesson too, because I asked for NBA League Pass last Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to set it up, and while we were doing it, Infinity managed to block out my whole TV. So,
great. Yeah.
So then I had to have Infinity come out and fix it, and we never did get League Pass. So I think Brenda just, I think she just canceled it and got her money back, and we'll do that later maybe. But the finals, they're all on they got 3 channels, and they're all on those channels, and all of that is national anyway, so it's fine. Right. It doesn't matter. So what's the weather like in Canada today for the Easter Bunny?
We'll have to wait for a response here. Rhonda asked, do you wear a jersey when watching the games?
No, but I've been known to do that. I haven't. I had one for the Spurs.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten around to getting. Well, the Warriors. I mean, you can hardly get anything even online because all that Curry stuff and everything is basically sold out all the time. So.
Yeah. John's saying the Minnesota Timberwolves won a playoff game against the Grizzlies yesterday. Did you know that?
Yeah, they did. And they did, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I watched that one, and that one's kind of fun because then Paul, my brother Paul, and I kind of talked that through the whole game. It's kind of fun.
Oh, you were on the phone with him when you watched?
Well,
or afterwards?
We were texting.
Okay.
Or emailing or what? No, we were texting.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was kind of fun. But we just text back and forth. Oh, he'd say too many fouls, and I said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just for everyone to know, Paul is her brother.
Yeah,
and he lives in Minnesota. So
yeah, and I said, the Clippers are doing really well at the beginning, but I said I don't think they're going to last.
Yeah,
it's exactly what happened. So
the Clippers or the Grizzlies?
Well, the Clippers the first game.
Oh, okay.
And then the Grizzlies, there wasn't. Well, they were a little bit. They were. Yesterday, the T-Wolves were great right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So there wasn't really any doubt as to what. But I know the Grizzlies are good too. So there was a little bit of right there, but not a whole lot. I mean, it was like, it was. The game was very good though. It was so there were 4 games yesterday, and I think I watched 3 of them. So
wow.
So yeah. So that's
crazy. And I spent all day at work yesterday. So Rhonda finally replied to your question. She says it's cold. She says it's still winter.
Yeah.
And then she got a couple of crying emojis.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, it's been cold. I mean, yesterday, rain.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's nice when that happens.
Oh, it was beautiful. I just loved it.
Yeah, we had a nice little rainstorm blow through here last week too. It was fun.
Yeah.
Didn't get a whole bunch of rain, but it was enough that I could turn off the sprinkler for a day.
Well, that's always good.
I think we got 3/4 of an inch. Actually, I'm looking at the computer screen right now, saying possibility of rain on and off today here. So actually, I'm going to go look at the radar right now and see what's actually going on here, if there actually is, because that thing isn't always. Oh yeah, we got a nice little storm blowing in here.
Good.
I mean, it's just going to be a little cell, but looks like we're going to get something in the next hour or so. So that's good.
Well,
that's always positive.
Well, when my brother and I were going through the Minnesota game with the Clippers, they were, because I texted them and I said, "Hey, are you guys watching the game?" And they said, "No, we're just out watching a thunderstorm now."
That sounds like me. Every time when it rains, I'm out in the middle of it watching it.
Yeah. And that's what they do too. They sit out in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
From the front of the car.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love to watch the rain.
I know it, and they have a covered deck too. Everybody, so
right.
So they can go out there and see it too. So that's what they were doing, and then eventually they did get into the game. But.
Right. Yeah, and John, I think there are still kind of severe drought conditions in California. That's why they really like it when it does rain.
Oh yeah. Oh, we love it. We love it.
Yeah.
It's cold and it's windy and it's nasty and wet, but it's like
perfect.
I don't care. We need the rain. So.
Yeah.
So yesterday was good, and there was some a couple days ago too. It's supposed to rain this week, but the percentages aren't very high. So
yeah. Well, they were saying I was looking at the weather report this morning for here, and they were saying 20% chance of rain. It's like, well, that's nothing. But like I said, I'm looking at this cell coming in right now, and it's just a little thing, but it's there, and it will.
Yeah.
Should be making our life interesting in the next 30 minutes or an hour. So good thing that the live stream will be over.
That's always fun when a good rainstorm blows in.
Yeah.
Thunder, lightning, whatever. Yeah.
Rhonda's saying snow is still happening. She says Michael, her husband, loves the storm, but she hides.
Oh yeah. Oh, and out there, just like northern Minnesota, probably. I mean, it is cold so much of the year that you get really tired of it after a while.
Yeah. Well, I was saying this to my boss. One of the things I really like about Texas is is the variation of the weather. You get to the point where, it's cold for a while. It's like, okay, I'm tired of it being cold. I'm ready for it to be warm. And then it gets warm. And then it's warm for a while. It's like, okay, I'm ready for it to be cold again. And it switches right about the time you're ready for it.
Yeah.
So
I've got Joyce and Richard have friends that live in Dallas, and that's exactly what they say about Dallas. It's like it's hot for as long as we can take it, and then it's like, okay for cold, so then we'll have cold. Yeah. And it changes. It's exactly the same thing what they said.
Well, and there's nice intermediate points too, because in the fall and in the spring there's days where it's just nice to be outside.
Yeah. And we don't usually get much spring. It's usually from winter to summer, and it's hot. Fall is nice though.
Yeah.
We have a nice fall. The colors turn and everything. It's pretty. But the rest of it is just, once it starts to get hot, then we know it's going to be there.
Well, it's been kind of fun in the yard too, because the yard's really coming back to life now. I was out mowing the lawn just last week, just because a lot of times I mow the lawn to just pick up leaf waste and stuff that tends to accumulate, because the lawnmower acts like a vacuum cleaner. But when I was mowing last week for the first time this year, the lawn was just all brown because it was still there from the winter. But it is actually just in the last week, it's just really changed again. And it's all starting to look green again. So it's just funny how it all kind of comes back every year. I was really worried because I didn't remember specifically that it got as brown as it did this year. But so I was worried that I'd maybe killed off the lawn, but no, it's bouncing back. And all the plants are doing really well. The rose bush I got last year is blooming again. I thought maybe I'd lost that, but it's doing good. And the hydrangeas are bouncing back. Those are rugged plants. They die really easy, but once you get them established, they keep going.
They go.
They come back every time.
Yeah, they do. So what's everybody having for dinner tonight, and what's everybody doing today?
Well, we'll have to wait for an answer on that. Rhonda's still talking about the weather. She says it's never hot enough there, and it's gloomy.
Oh yeah, that's like northern Minnesota was too. Yeah. Cold, overcast, windy. It's just the way. Yeah.
She says it's going to be a while before it's green there.
I know. But when it is green, it's very pretty.
It is, yeah.
And you love the sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when you can get it. But that's that's the choice you make for living in Canada.
That's right. So what's been the conversation today?
Oh, what have we been talking about? We've been talking about Easter and bite and nibble, and I don't know. A lot of people have been here the whole time. What have we been talking about? This and that, whatever people bring up. I don't go into these usually with any kind of an agenda. It's like, I'm there, to talk about whatever people talk about, So
and you guys get into food a lot too.
Yeah, we haven't done that really this time a lot. We did talk about recipes. Yeah, we've been talking about people's collections. Rhonda is a Barbie collector, and different people collect different things. And we were talking about your dolls that you used to have.
I don't have many of them anymore.
Yeah. Well, she downsized a while ago when she moved.
Oh yeah. In fact, I think I've only got. I have a teddy bear, and then I have a pretty porcelain doll, and that's about all I got left.
Okay. Tracy's stepping out. Thanks for stopping in, Tracy. Good to see you. John's having pork loin roast with potatoes and gravy. That sounds good.
That sounds good.
Tracy's having chicken. That's good too. Yeah. Nancy's having homemade applesauce. I think hopefully she can send me a recipe of that.
Oh yeah.
Homemade applesauce would be fun to do.
Applesauce. I bet homemade is really good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Peg, we were talking about James Bond movies, and Peg Tooth is asking what's your favorite James Bond movie, and I'm guessing you've never probably seen one. So
actually, she's right. Or you're right. Yeah. Because I watched.
Dad was into the James Bond. You weren't.
No, I know that. I know that the song, the music that goes with it.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, because Dad watched it all the time.
Yeah. I have all of them too. So I mean, I watch them, but honestly, it was something that he and I had together. That we did together because first James Bond movie I ever saw. I went with him.
I suppose.
And he was into it. He got me into him, and that was right at the beginning of Roger Moore as James Bond, and so I think Roger Moore is probably always going to be one of my favorite James Bond because he was the first one for me. Sean Connery came before him, but I didn't really get into James Bond until afterwards, and actually went backwards and got into Sean Connery too. But
I'm Bond.
Yeah.
James Bond.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Bond. James Bond.
James Bond. James Bond.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I know that because I've heard it plenty of times. But anyway, that's.
Charlotte says they got too much stuff.
Oh.
Well, like I said, Rhonda has a collection of Barbies, and I've seen a few pictures. I've seen a few pictures of Rhonda at her house, and there's Barbies all over the place on the shelves. So, yeah, I can totally imagine what that place looks like.
Yeah.
It's like me and Guided by Voices.
I had a lot of dolls too, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But you get into that, but I sold some, I think. I don't know if I did or not. No, actually, I brought a lot of mine down to the Children's Hospital in Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
For their playroom.
Right.
And then I think probably some got sold in the sale too. I don't know.
Right.
But I didn't have many left. No more room, and I sure don't have room up here.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta sometimes just downsize.
Oh, for sure. I downsized all kinds of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, even when I moved here, and I moved from one decent sized house to another decent sized house, and I've downsized a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, you just got to do that. How's your chest doing?
Doing good. Yeah, it's right where I left it.
Are you moved into it?
Yeah. I got to reposition some of the posters around it because they were set, with the height of the old dresser, and this new one's a lot taller, so I'll have to deal with that at some point. But
that's okay.
Rhonda's saying she's still buying more Barbies.
Well, they certainly are popular.
Yeah.
Rhonda, are you buying them online or do you buy them in the store?
Oh, I'm sure it's probably both here, but we'll get an answer from you here, or from her here. Kathy's saying during the COVID lockdown, she read all the Bond books. They were more entertaining than she expected.
Well,
there you go.
I'm sure, and probably maybe if I got into it, it'd be the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun action movies,
Yeah.
With the cartoon character villains. That's the kind of stuff you got to have. Some demented villain wants to take over the world.
Yeah.
And only James Bond can save. And only James Bond can save us.
That's right. That's probably true. That's probably true. Well, I'm going to let you finish up with your viewers. Oh, I'm going to wait and see what she says about the dolls.
Yeah.
And Rhonda, did you make that beautiful outfit that your daughter wore in the picture? I bet you did.
Rhonda sent me a picture of one of the girls and was in a like a knitted something, right?
Yes, or crocheted or something.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, and I bet she made it.
Yeah, I think she did too, because Rhonda does that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She's saying they just
into that stuff, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you got a job, Rhonda, didn't you?
Yeah. Rhonda's working now. So very excited about that. She said she needed some me time.
Well, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that for sure.
She's saying right now they made a new Queen Elizabeth Barbie.
Oh, really?
So I'm sure Rhonda's all about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's Queen Elizabeth is big right now.
Yeah.
So I wish she'd give up the throne, and I don't know how Rhonda feels about that, but I wish she'd give up the throne and and skip over you know who and go right to Will and Kate.
Yeah. They seem more you know, the right match for the new royal family, but
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, Rhonda just replied. She says mostly she buys online.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to probably be from collectors and maybe eBay, or I don't know, maybe there's some Barbie trading website or something like that.
There might be. When you were doing that kind of stuff with those posters for a while.
Right. Yeah, I mean that was eBay, but there's for the Guided by Voices stuff, there's specifically a Facebook page that deals with people who want to buy and sell vinyl. So
yeah.
And when I sold a couple of my propellers, that's where I sold them. Got good money on them there.
You were posters that way too for a while.
Well, no, I was buying those on eBay.
Okay.
That was different. This is a Facebook page that's specifically about buying and selling music.
But you've still got propellers, don't you?
Yeah, I've still got 8 of them.
Yeah, I figured you still had some. Yeah.
Yeah. Rhonda replied, yeah, she made that thing she made that outfit.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, she's got some talent, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does it. She looks like just a beautiful little doll.
Yeah, she does, exactly.
Yeah.
I wish I could show you the picture, but there's adoption issues, and I can't show the picture. And I made a promise to Rhonda, so you'll just have to take our word for it.
And that's just fine. Yeah, you gotta deal with all that paperwork. That's just the way it is. So, but I know they have a good home, and that's awesome.
Yeah. It sounds like they're very well loved.
Yeah, and I think about them. I think about Charlotte and Logan pretty often.
Well, yeah, I mean, and it's obvious in every one of the weekly text blasts that you send. It's always say hi to Charlotte and Logan. So
right, exactly. Yeah, they're my sweet, precious little girls right now.
Yeah. Okay, Rhonda doesn't want Charles to be king either.
Oh no, doesn't she?
No.
No, she probably feels he's just gross.
Well, I don't know, whatever.
And then he married that crazy lady.
Yeah, I don't really follow that much.
No, well, she's just. I remember when we were in England, and we were traveling through, and we went by Buckingham Palace, and we were talking about that, and the cab driver said, well, Charles was okay until he married that woman.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even name her.
Yeah.
Diana was fine, but that whatever her name is, I can't remember. But that woman.
Camelia, something like that, yeah.
So anyway, well, I will let you go and bye to your viewers, and have a lovely Easter day, and I will let you finish with your viewers, and I will talk to you later.
All right, thanks for calling in, Mom. This is fun.
Oh, you're very welcome. And I don't know if I'll get a chance to talk to you this afternoon, time wise and everything. I don't know what you're going to do, but if I don't get back to you, I hope you have a wonderful week, and enjoy your days off. And I love you, and happy Easter.
All right. Say hi to Brenda.
I will.
Happy Easter, Mom.
Take care.
Bye.
Mm-hmm. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
All right. There you go. Well, that sounds like probably a good way to end the live stream, because we're at the 2-hour mark. So that's it for today. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Have a happy Easter, and I'll see you next week. Bye.